What is going on, YouTube? It is Primitive here, and today I'm going to be bringing you a commentated Digimon Locals match for the first time in almost a year. But before we get into it, I have a quick question for you all, which is, up until the Bandai Card Game Fest, where I'm going to be playing the Battle Spirit Saga World Championships, I'm only going to be able to play Digimon probably once or twice a week at locals. As I get back into the metagame and seeing what all the new decks are about and stuff like that. And so there are a lot of decks out there that I don't understand enough to bring you guys proper commentary like I used to. This match today are decks that I am familiar enough with to where I can provide you guys with some commentary, but going forward, up until after the Bandai Card Game Fest, I'm going to be filming matches, and I could upload them without commentary if you were interested, or we can just wait until I am more accustomed to the metagame and just go for full straight commentary. But I'm just interested to see, are you guys interested in some more matches coming from my locals, even if they don't have commentary, or should we just do a couple videos up until the Bandai Card Game Fest and then just go from there? So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. I did make a community post about this, but I figured doing this little intro would probably help get a little bit more visibility, so please let me know down below. But let's go ahead and get on into today's match. Alright, and now getting on into the match, it's going to be featuring myself on the left playing Bloomlordmon, and then on the right we're going to be having fellow Colorado content creator as well as Kage, Meaty Kage, who's going to be playing Dorbickmon, a pretty off-meta pick, but that is kind of his style, playing some more unpopular decks, just not only to be able to see how far you can push them, but also being able to shift up the meta a little bit for content purposes, as well as changing up the local meta so not everybody's just always playing meta decks every week. And I do think Dorbickmon is a pretty cool deck. It is something that can be fairly inconsistent because you need to find so many different pieces and you play so many different colored Digimon that sometimes it can be hard to be able to play some of the cards in your hand when you do have things like Digimon, which is a level 5 blue, or the level 5 black. Those cards you can't really Digivolve up or play, and so you're just going to have to wait for that Dorbickmon. So Dorbickmon is going to be mostly just cycling here, and so I'm just going to keep doing my thing here. I'm playing 2 agility trainings, which is helping me not only cycle through, but it's going to help with that Digivolution later. I'm just trying to cycle to find the pieces that I need. Sunflowermon is going to be able to play that Lalamon, and I'm going to go ahead and grab a level 5 here, which is very nice. It's going to help us get up to those level 6s and whatnot, but Nolan's going to go in here and trade, going to be able to get that draw and just get rid of the Sunflowermon, which makes sense. Yes, you want to be able to do damage with Dorbickmon, but since you are able to swing like 4 or 5 checks and potentially unstand with Digimon, you are having the ability to kind of just go for less damage early to clear the board, especially versus Bloomlord, who can go so crazy with all these different triggers. But Dorbickmon's going to stick with the game plan, going for draw cards. You have that Air of Dragon, not used as much, but very strong here. You have Fireball, which can also draw you cards, but was going to be used as removal right there. But just kind of cycling through, and I'm just going to keep doing my game plan here. The Mimi's going to come out, a very strong card addition to Bloomlord, something that I think really helps out Bloomlord from back when I was playing previously. But Mimi's going to come out. I'm going to grab that Hydramon, and then I'm going to go ahead and just play out a Lalamon, which allows me to search. I can grab another Hydramon, or I can just go for that Lalamon, and I am going to go ahead and just grab that. It's going to cycle, and then I can get level 3, so worst case scenario, if I need to just start going for Rookie Rush, I can, but my opponent just has a Guilmon in the back. They played a couple Tamers, and so I have the ability to potentially go wide here, so let's go for the Agility training to Digivolve into the Sunflower, and then that's going to allow me to play out another Sunflower here, since it is a 3k or less, and we're going to be working on some triggers here. Suspended something, so I draw a card, as well as tap that Mimi, so that way I can gain a memory. And I have another agility training, which I'm thinking about if I want to pop here, and I am going to go ahead and use that, so that way I can Digivolve up into the level 5, tap it down using its effect to be able to play out another Digimon here, which allows me to search with the Palmon after I accidentally drop HPD off the top. And I'm going to go ahead and grab another Sunflowermon here, another way to be able to get up to a level 4. But now since I have that level 5 out, I can go for Bloomlord, tap down the Palmon, and gain 3 memory. And since I gain 2 or more, I will restand. And I can swing sitting at 14k, I believe. And so I'm going to be able to swing 2 checks. I did gain a memory right there because I do reduce the Digivolution cost since I have a green tamer. So essentially, I just needed to Digivolve for 1 with the agility training and not the 4 or the 2 that I did, so we just gained that extra memory right there. But now Nolan, again, he's in trouble, so he's going to swing, try to get the draw, see if he can go for a Dorbick right now. If he has Dorbick to be able to swing for multiple checks and has the Majiro to restand, he could go for game, but he is just going to be hard playing to de-Digivolve, which stops potentially Bloomlord from going for those 2 checks, but I still have 3 Digimon, so I'm just going to go ahead and swing in, go right there, go with those rookies first, just in case I need to go up to a level 6 off that Majiromon if things go bad. Like, let's say that first check I hit another Fireball, it deletes something, and then I only have one more swing. I could then go up into something like a Bloomlord or Hydramon, just have a better body, but we saw right there that Dorbickmon was very deep into the deck and was definitely not going to be seeing any usage this game because it was just too deep despite all the drawing that we did see from Dorbick. It wasn't able to hit a Dorbick itself, which is really bad because that's really all this deck does. So Bloomlord is just going to take advantage of that. But now game 2, we do see that we have the draw Gilmon in the back. So now you could draw multiple cards when attacking, so even more cycle. And so I'm just going to start going for some more search here. You see me get hyped off of getting agility training because I'm a big fan of the training cards. I think they are really cool. I never got to use them yet. They remind me of the memory boost, but they're a little bit different. But he's going to swing in. He's going to get those draws, but he's going to hit another agility training, which means that I have 2 on board and 1 in hand. So I have just so many ways to reduce Digivolution cards with this, and then plus the inheritables that we can get later. But we're going to see a red memory boost to pass turn, and unfortunately whiffs any red Digimon, just seeing the black level 5 there. So let's go ahead and use the agility training to go up into Sunflower to be able to play the Lalamon, and now we're going to be able to search. I do grab the Quartzmon because I thought it was the same typing as the Hydramon and the Bloomlordmon, but it is not, and so no one's going to say right there, and I'm going to put the Quartzmon back to the bottom. Can't grab it, it is unknown or unidentified, I believe, and so I can't actually grab that, so we are going to put it back. That was just my mistake. I didn't really look at that, to be completely honest. I just kind of auto-assumed that most things in the deck, or all the top end, was a vegetation or plant or fairy, and so that was just a mistake on my end, but we were able to just put it back and fix it, and we don't have to worry about that. Just keep going. Was nothing else to grab, so it was just kind of a whiff off there. But now another Sunflower to play out the Palmon we can search for. Not exactly sure what I should go for here. I do decide to go for the Bloomlord despite already having 1 in hand because I have so many suspended Digimon that there's a chance that I could go for 2 in a row. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a draw here, making sure I do all my triggers. Again, if I do mess up some of the triggers, I do apologize. This is my first locals back, and there are some cards that I am using for the first time, and so I might have potentially messed up. If I did, I do definitely apologize. But now we're going to go ahead and pop that training to be able to play Bloomlord, gain 3, and then be able to unsuspend here, and then reduce the Digivolution cost by 1, I believe is that one. So a lot of triggers right there. Kind of a mistake by me again. Should be a little bit more prepared, but again, I'm just coming back into the game, so gotta learn somehow through some mistakes, and so sometimes that's just how it's gonna be. But I'm just gonna go ahead and hard play a Sunflowermon here because I am really not too worried about what my opponent's doing. Even if they go for Dorbick right here, I will probably be okay unless they have the Majiramon. They have to have Dorbick with the Majira combo, and they're gonna go for another Era Dragons, and there's still nothing. You can see the cards in their hand. They have, I think, every single, yeah, they have the Majira in hand. They have multiple cards that are going to be able to give security attack +1. So if we were just able to have a Dorbickmon, we would be able to win the game. But he's going to go for that Sistermon. Not going to be able to hit the Dorbickmon there. And I only have 3 Digimon right now, so I can't necessarily win the game unless some of these Digimon survive for me to be able to get 2 checks. But gonna go down here, and then I'm just going to swing the last check. Clear it out, and then I will just hard play a Digimon. It doesn't really matter what I play here. If they don't have Dorbickmon, then the game's over. So they're just going to go ahead and swing. They're going to be able to get another draw there, but there's no Dorbickmon. So here comes another Sistermon. Going to be able to draw 2. Nothing there, and then, yeah, that's just game. There's no blockers, so I go in, and we see next card, Dorbick with 2 in there, and it's just unfortunate that I wasn't able to see it. So not quite the most amazing locals match of all time, but I did want to go ahead and start getting back into the commentary routine and just try and go ahead and watch the game, so that way I can not only learn a little bit more about the current metagame, but also see what mistakes I was making. So it was nice to be able to at least watch this back and commentate over it and be able to kind of recognize some of the places where I made mistakes, and I will definitely be working to improve that to get back to where I was before I quit, of course. But with that being said, that's going to be today's match. I will definitely be bringing some more videos. Let me know down below if you want to see some uncommentated matches, which will bring more content. If not, then I will be looking to try and bring you at least 1 to 2 locals matches as I go, leading up to me getting back into the metagame. So I will catch you all next time, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Peace out.